A lot of dirt being moved, preparation for commencement, and also the FBS move. How you guys maneuvering through all this?
Well, I think we're doing very, very well. It's an exciting time there. We just finished our ninth practice. We did have another scrimmage. I guess we had about 25, 26 plays. I think both sides had some productivity. Offensively, scored one touchdown. They had no turnovers, had no penalties, so that was a good thing. Defensively, they did have two TFLs, and they had also 2 sacks. So those was kind of the highlights. Probably one or two people that maybe stood out on the defensive side of the ball, I'd probably say Jalen McKinney. He's coming along pretty good. Ryan Davis, Brandon Tillman. Those some guys did some good things there. They've been probably the most consistent, really, if you say, from the first practice until where we're at today here in just finished the ninth practice. I think those 3 guys have done a pretty good job. There's other guys that have done some improvement, but I would have to say some guys that have done really from day one till now. Offensively, I do like Buckshot to continue to make some improvement on some things. We still got to work on a few things there, just trying to continue to get the accuracy, moving out of the pocket and doing those things. He's still making some improvement, but not quite where I want him to be as far as that goes. But again, I think Antonio Gandy Golden's doing a very, very good job. B.J. Farrell, he had a touchdown there for us this past week on Saturday. Offensive line-wise, I think as a group, they're slowly coming around there. We got 7 to 8 guys that we're kind of participating in practice and moving them around, trying to find the right combination as we move forward. Obviously, we don't have our full guys all in there, but I like the way the progress is being made. Coach Daly, I think, is doing a good job offensively, trying to get everything going in the right place. We're changing some terminology, trying to go a lot faster than what we have done in the past. And so there's improvement, but a good thing is we got 6 more opportunities to get better at it, and that's what we're trying to get done.
Do you expect Zach Parker back another year?
Yeah, he'll be back another year. Yeah, we do have him back for another year. He'll be playing next fall, this coming fall.
Seemed like a couple weeks ago when we talked to you, you were not so happy with the offense in that first scrimmage, but it seems like they've kind of turned the corner. Have you seen the production out of them and the improvement you wanted to see the last couple of weeks?
Well, I've seen improvement. They've improved, and that's all I can ask for. Obviously, I couldn't do anything but to improve as far as the last time there. It was not very good, but it was good from a defensive perspective. So I do like the progress that they're doing. I like the camaraderie, really coming together, talking a lot of football. They're understanding now what we're trying to get done, and now we just want to polish it up even more here in these next 6 practices.
You're presented when the FBS waiver was approved about redshirting some guys that maybe you wouldn't think about now as you make the move to FBS. When do you revisit that and your thoughts now, a couple of months removed from first being asked about it?
I'm going to wait till after our spring football practice, just kind of evaluate all that, and it still probably won't be any permanent decision. There'll probably be some decisions may be made after spring football practice, but I think also as we maybe continue to recruit, still trying to get in some more people. I think that'll have a factor too. We're going a little bit some junior college aspect, checking out some people in that area. There could be some people who transfer us from a 4-year institution. Obviously, they come from a 4-year institution. FBS level, they would not be able to play this next year. So we got all options going, but we'll take the first preliminary reading, and maybe some people that we may decide to redshirt or have some conversations about that. That'll be right after spring football practice.
Along that line of thinking, is there a plan to increase the number of scholarships for the 2017 season?
Yeah, we'll increase it. It won't be a big number. When I say a big number, it's not going to be 10, 12, or 15 people. We're trying to hopefully get anywhere from probably 3 to 7 additional scholarships to get us over there, maybe somewhere just between 68 to 70, maybe be a total. But we'll see how that all materializes as we continue to progress.
And this last week, since Macon got injured, what's the progress of the other running backs? Obviously, Mosley and Hickson have some experience, but some of the other guys behind him get some depth.
Well, I think, obviously Mosley and Hickson are the main 2 guys there. After that, it's kind of a whole bunch of guys trying to see where they can fit and see who can get the most reps. We've done, actually, this past Saturday, we had Lewis go back and take some snaps there, running back a little bit there. And so the other 2 or 3 guys, we're just trying to find out who they are. And again, we'll have some people that maybe come in here in the fall. That will still be determined, and we'll see what happens. But again, those guys are getting a lot more reps, and we're just trying to find the good mesh.
Tight end's another position that had a lot of newcomers or guys with not much playing experience. What have you seen out of some of the guys at tight end?
Well, I think right now Fouts will be the guy that's the number one guy kind of getting a lot of reps. We're kind of maintaining a little bit of reps with him as far as just trying to making sure we monitor him on what he does and what he doesn't do. He's fine and all that, but just because of some things in the past to get him in better shape, we're just trying to minimize what he can do. Then after that, we're kind of having 2 or 3 guys there. We don't know what's going to happen as far as a mix-up. We got some guys, some offensive linemen. Dan Zapata, we moved him over to a tight end spot and trying to see what he can do in that area. He's still trying to maintain. Again, he hadn't played football in 2 years. We just figure right now a little bit of the size is one part of it, but also just trying to find a blocking tight end, if you want to use that phrase, to see what he can do in that aspect of it. Josh Reichenbach, unfortunately, he's got a little bit banged up and a little bit of injured. So we've been having really Tom Kennedy. And Zapata have been most people admit, and also Mitchell Lewis has been also doing some reps in that aspect. So we're a little bit short-handed there. It's not ideal from where we want to be at, but again, we'll find some people here as we move along.
Any couple specifics maybe as you head into the spring game Saturday that you'd like to see the team improve upon from this past Saturday's scrimmage, moving into this weekend?
Well, I think the biggest thing is just continue to have energy, continue to play as a team on defense. Just like to continue to see them rally to the ball and having a lot of guys around the ball. We always stop the tape and see if we got 7 to 8 guys around the football on an offensive perspective. We want to see guys continue to finish their blocks, continue to know what they're supposed to do and how they're supposed to do it, and eliminate the mental errors on both sides of the ball. So I think those are things that we want to see improved, and it's probably more from a coaching perspective. You may not see it all totally from a spectator watching the scrimmage that we'll have on Saturday. But again, we're just so blessed and thankful to have an opportunity to go out here and get our guys a little bit better. They've been very enthusiastic. They've been working their tails off as far as in the weight room and also on the football field, and that's all we can ask for, and that there has been improvement.
Speaking of the weight room, Dave Williams announcing his retirement. He'll be honored at the spring game. A couple of thoughts on him and what he's meant to this football team and this university.
Well, I think he's a pioneer really in the strength coaching aspect of it. Obviously, I didn't know him beforehand, but I heard of his name and all that as far as when I was away from Liberty University and then coming in here to see him really in the work ethic and obviously with the things that he has accomplished both on and off the football field. Great representation of really honoring Christ and everything that he does and everything he says. And so he's a pioneer. There's no question about it in the field of really just sports, football, and all that, and obviously in the strength coaching. So it's sad that he has to move on, but his spirit will continue to be with us. His presence will still be with us. We want him around, still coming around a little bit, and he can still coach us up. And obviously the mentor there that he is with Coach Gillespie, and he's just a tremendous blessing.